All right. Hello, hello. I am here. And we are going to be doing some art today. All right. Let me just make sure that the music isn't too loud. Eh? All right. Hopefully that's okay. I tend to have to swap it around a bunch. I shaved. You can actually see my chin now, as opposed to it being just a mess of hair. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Now, as you can see, I have the overlay up, at least the top part of it. That is because I want to start off by overhauling this TV. It's kinda boring. Kinda really boring. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm just gonna completely redo it and hopefully make it look any better. Now, luckily, I now have a frame of reference for where the screen of the TV should go. Like, when I was first making it, I didn't have a frame of reference for that. So I was just kind of trying to make something work. But now that I know how much space is needed for the screen and exactly where the screen's gonna be, I can mess around with other things. I can mess around with making it better. What is this? Is that... Huh? What layer is this on? It's on that layer. Nope, only that section was on that layer. Huh. Real smart of me, gotta say. Alright, well, is this... Okay, so that... wait, hold on. What is... what is up with that? Okay. Oh, okay. Let me just run this along the entire... Okay, cool. Interesting. I don't know why I did this, but I suppose I did. Let's get that so that I can chop out this wire. Well, actually, I could just get rid of the white layer altogether. I will also duplicate that and make a white one so that... Nope. There we go. So that I can see the black background. Yeah, so really all that that's still the background. Really all that matters is this center box here. Everything else is, like, okay to get rid of. Holy shit, why did I split the line art onto, like, 3 different layers? Okay, I'm just gonna merge that. What's this layer? That's, like, shading. So I'm gonna remove that. Yeah. Alright. So I think what I might want to do is just remove all of that and redo it entirely. I think, yeah, just redoing that without worrying about the pre-existing lines might be the best way to go about this. Alright. So let's get the mirror tool. Now, I don't really know yet if I want to make it one of the asymmetrical TV sets that I have been doing. Because... Oh, wait. Wrong. Incorrect. Okay, so we'll call that one TV line art. I don't know if I want all of the TVs to be, like, the same thing. So... I'm not exactly sure. All right, here. Let's just mark out some points here. I want that to be there. This, of course, to be like there. That to be like there. And I want a curve like that, maybe. Okay, hold on. Something like that, I think. It is cutting out a lot from the edges, but then again, those aren't those aren't the most important places in the notifications. So I won't bother too much with that. Now I'm gonna just have to do something similar. I do want that to curve a little bit more. Let's do something like this. Just do and redo until it looks good. That's a good shape, I think. Now, this gray square is where the actual notifications show up. So, I'm looking to not obscure it too much here. But I do want it to still resemble old TVs, which tended to have these curved off corners, which was part of the way the screen worked. I need to work on my horizontal lines. I'm getting too used to, like, moving my arm to draw it vertically as opposed to just doing the horizontal line. Because, like, I can do vertical lines pretty well, but horizontal ones, a little bit wonky. Let's push out this section here a bit. Actually, wait, it's good enough. Thicken it up. Like so. Alright. Now, let's see. I could just do, like, curve around the corner like that. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be the trick. So we'll make a smaller brush and just curve around the corner here and down here as well. And then from there, I can draw a curve that goes all the way. There we are. Picking up the middle section of it. Now, it's going to be the same sort of thing. The bottom's actually going to need to be basically flat. Did we get kicked off Shovel? No. The playlist just happened to work that way, I guess. Yeah, so we're just gonna... Actually, no, let's see. I'm pretty sure there's a tool for this. Something like this, maybe? Where I go like that. Oop. Mass. Oh, it slows down the brush stroke. Oh, interesting. So if I wanted to go from point A to point B, that's an interesting tool. But it's not what I'm looking for here. I think what I'm looking for is this. Ooh, not quite. Is that it? No? No. Wee. Yeah, that ain't it. Okay, is it this thing? Yeah, that just creates lines at it. Which is the one that... Can I... This? Is it this? What is this? I don't know what this is. It doesn't tell me. Alright. Well... We'll have to find some other method for this, I guess. Which is just going to be drawing it. Oh no. Drawing. My greatest fear. And then this top one can curve a bit more. That's where my horizontal lines go bad. I need to start using my wrist when, or more than just my wrist when using the computer, because I've recently realized that in order to get good at video games as well as get more use out of just the massive space I have on my desk, I would need to actually move around my arm on the desk much more than I do. Yeah, so that's pretty choppy looking. Not too happy with that. Let me just go back over it. See if I can get rid of that choppy look. Okay, that's better. Okay, so there's our screen. Now for this, I think what I'll do is Control C, Control V, grab it, make it larger, move it here, stretch it out a little bit vertically. And let's see. Okay. Then we are going to go in with the eraser tool and just get rid of this. And after all that is said and done, boom, there's a contour, or whatever it's called, I don't remember. Alright, and then we can merge that with the lower layer. Now, I'm thinking, so it goes in, up. We'll have a completely flat plate, I think, for this next bit. So, what I'm just gonna do is, oh, that's really thick. We're gonna go with just big old plate looking thing. Now it looks very, very straight right now. Alright, let me get rid of the shelf real quick. Make this a little bit easier here. I can... I don't know whether or not to round these edges or to make them flat. No, that works. Never mind. Problem solved. Now we're just gonna do the same over here. Alright. That works a little bit less. Just gonna have to go in and tidy it up a bit. There we are. Okay. So that's our TV set thus far. I don't like how pixelated this is. I guess it's just because I use this, I Ender Snowman, yes. Exactly what it is. And it's just... just like spinning around, looking at you occasionally. How you doing, Tommy? Vasili's here. Yes. I was trying to find something to put on the shelf other than the spinning orbs of me. So. Might as well have been that. So right now, I'm just trying to make a new TV. Because the one that's up there is kind of shit. Let's see. You know, maybe I keep it... Yeah, I don't necessarily want it to look like a microwave. That's a bit of a problem. I guess old TVs just generally look like microwaves, though. It's a dilemma. But I think I might make it symmetrical this time. Just to fit on the shelf. So, I'm gonna do it this way. So, I'm gonna add a couple of big old speakers off the side of this metal bit. Third small or... Alright, let's see what we can do here. Ball, and then let's get another one of you. And then we will take you and put you there. Wait, no. There we go. It's beautiful. Excellent. Ideal. This is the ideal man. Let's see. So we're gonna go like that. Around the bend there. And then we're going to do another line going down like this, maybe. Maybe. Okay, I gotta get rid of the shelf for this one. It's gonna meet here. So that's gonna be our little speaker section. Because old TVs had speakers on them. They got rid of them. No new TV has speakers on it. None. It's crazy. They have never once made a TV beyond the 2000s, the early 2000s, with giant speakers. Don't pay mind to the TV I have right there, which you can't see, but it has speakers. Alright. So, let's try to make this nice. And there, and like so. So, that's how that looks now. I don't really want it to be sitting off the side of the shelf. I might have to move the... I might have to move the parts of it. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna finish drawing it, and then we'll see where we go from there. So, now that we've got big metal plate, so do microwaves. Do you have a microwave with a speaker? I have never once seen a mic... Wait, no, they do, don't they? Because they have to make a beeping noise. I guess microwaves do have inbuilt speakers. This is a realization that I've never made. How would a microwave beep if it didn't have a speaker on it? I don't think about these things. Life lessons with Tommy. Of course, yes. Life lesson. Your microwave has a speaker in it. Think about this next time you make food. Next time you make, like, microwavable Hot Pockets. Very important knowledge. Okay. So... Okay, I'm giving up trying to get rid of all that artifacting. Ain't gonna happen. So instead... We'll do... this. Yes, we do this. And then we go in with the eraser. And this... Actually, I should probably keep this, like, flat. I can round off the very edges, but... for the most part, this has gotta stay flat. Can the snowman stay for a bit? I mean, yeah, sure. The snowman's gonna stay. I think by default it has to, as per the rules I laid out a while ago. Or wait, I don't remember. You want an ender cone, an ender top hat. I don't think I have either of those things. You would need to provide me with those things in order for me to use them. I'm sorry. This ender snowman is going to I don't know, not do good. It's gonna lack a nose and a hat. What a shame. You know how to make spinning shapes? I don't either. Rain made these. I have no idea how she did it. But, who am I to question? Alright. So, let's do a bit of this, a bit of that. Oh, yeah. That would... you'd probably get something. Okay. That works. And now I just need to connect one end to the other. Like so. Maybe do a little bit of trimming there. Oh, this one's good. I have a tendency, I used to have a tendency to, like, while on the bus to get to my classes, only listen to music. So I'd hear this a lot, but I've been working on having my headphones off more recently. So actually hearing this again is nice. I don't hear it and go, oh, okay, I heard this one like earlier today. It's nice. All right. Well, let's see here. That's a full-ass TV. Now, this full-ass TV might need to shift over just a tad, just a touch. Like, there, I guess. Yeah. So the TV can move off to the side a bit. Microwave. Yeah. Okay. The thing is, when I make something this big and bulky, in order to fit it into the, you know, the place, it needs to have a smaller screen. Because I want the entire thing to be highlighted in white, is the thing. And I guess I could just have it off to the side a bit. Like that. Like, really have it butting up against the edge there. There's nothing wrong with that, necessarily. Let's see. I could also see about squishing it. Just a little bit. Just a little squish. And that would give it more room on the sides here. Alright. So now that we have this, what the hell is this all about? Oh, that's from the... That's left over from the mirroring thing. Let's get rid of that. Fill it all in. Now, I can go... Let's see. TV, screen. And then on top of that, we will do TV color. And for this one, I think I will keep the wooden and cream colored TV style because I like how it looks. So we're gonna have... Am I familiar with RuneScape? Yeah. I'm familiar with it, but I'm not really into MMORPGs. As a kid, I loved them, but they're a little unstimulating for me. There's something that I something very meh to me about having to like sit down and grind to get better, as opposed to getting better through your own skill or some other means. So, I mean, maybe at some point I'll play it, but it's the reason why I don't play World of Warcraft. Tried it? Nah. Not for me. Not my kind of game. Yeah. I mean, at some point I might check it out. I'm just saying, no promises. 'Cause, yeah. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. I have a group of friends who tried to get me into World of Warcraft. They introduced me to it, and, like, it seems like a cool game, but, you know, the idea that I would have to grind out bosses and like, all my shit and level up and talk to random people, and not random people, but random NPCs in order to progress, like, I'd kind of rather skip through all of that and just hit things with rocks or whatever. I don't know. That's why I like survival games. Because you get to skip immediately to hitting things with rocks. It just works out like that. Okay. Let's get a nice deep tone. Now that works. And we'll go through and just kind of create that pattern, like, veneer look. There's a lot of games that I think I'd play once or twice on stream. Like, even though I didn't really like it, I still played that game Ninja Zero, or I think it was something like that. And I only really played it like once or twice before dropping it, but Even then, I checked it out. It was a cool game. I cannot deny it. So, at some point, maybe. But it's definitely not on the list as of right now. Okay. So now if I remove all this excess, hopefully... Oh, that's a little too big of an eraser. I'm trying to think, because as a kid, I loved this crappy online MMORPG called Dragon Quest Worlds. I loved that shit because of the fact that everybody else in my family loved that shit. The point of old school RuneScape is the dopamine of leveling up, seeing just... Yeah, I get that. That I get, but for me, there's something about diminishing returns that, like, makes me, like, ugh, with those games. It's not really the same, but it's like, you know how I've ragged on War Thunder so much. It's like, you go in, you get a new thing. Yeah! You get a new thing. Yeah, I'm so happy. I have new things to do. And then, as you continue, it gets more and more arduous to just get a single thing done before you just decide to go, fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore. It was kind of like that. You gotta go grind the respawning NPCs that show up, at least in the game that I played, which was Adventure Quest. God, I wonder if that's still going. It was a while ago that I messed around in it. There was also, oh my god. Okay, I don't know if it counts as an MMORPG. I, as a kid, played a game called Animal Jam. I think that was closer to like Club Penguins or Club Penguin. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't think there was like leveling up in it, but I just got reminded because I was trying to think to like what did I play as a kid? I mean, there's not much to it. It's just a game where you play as animals and you run around and you do mini games. I'm pretty sure I have a friend who still plays it because they're a massive furry. But yeah, no, that shit was a massive part of my childhood. All right, so we got this metal plate here. We're just gonna fill that in. Oh wait, I could just do this. I forgot. I created a new layer for the color. So I just do this, and then I go in with a lighter color, and then I'll just brush it on. Give some variation in the tones. Make it look like it's a smooth plate, but it still has some texture to it. Clean it up. So all right. Go like two. Yeah, like Rain Meadow, you mean? Because, I mean, fair. All things considered, there's a number of children who showed up for the, Meadow is the game Rain Meadow is based off. Wait, Rain Meadow is based off something? I thought it was just a mod. Huh. In terms of, like, Rain Meadow, the kids in the fucking... who showed up to the Rain World streams definitely are addicted to that shit. Thought said 2 for a long time. Let me see. Meadow game. A shelter game. It's showing up with board game. Is this what you... Is this the game that you mean? Because this is quite the art style. It's like a collage, but for 3D. Interesting. Yeah, not bad. That shelter's unique style. So there's multiple games, or huh? Yeah, it's cool. How old is this shit? 2016. That's about 9 years ago, roughly. Which is, I mean, it's not the oldest thing that, not the oldest game that I've seen. You still got TF2 that beats it out by a few years. But, you know, I'm surprised I never... You know what? I'm saying I'm surprised I never heard of it. I probably did as a kid. I probably did hear about it somewhere. Wish it would have been around when you were 12 to 14. Yeah. That... I mean, it's interesting. There's something interesting just about how human beings change and are different from one another as they grow up, and how obvious it is as they grow up. Because, like, for me as a kid, I was into games like that just because my friends were. But as I figured out about new games and stuff, like I think the first game that I ever actually like got really into that wasn't because of the fact that somebody else who I was friends with played it was Don't Starve. I'm pretty sure Don't Starve was one of it. Actually, Don't Starve was the first game that I bought with like my own money, and it was a whole ordeal because convincing my parents to let me spend $20 on a game was like it was like trying to convince them to buy a car for me somehow. But eventually I got it and I played the shit out of that. I remember being sad when I realized that the version of the game that you get to... Yeah, exactly. But it made me kind of sad when I realized that the version of the game where you get to play with other people and get like item drops and all that stuff, that version of the game was a different one. That was completely different from Don't Starve proper. I remember getting so annoyed at the fact that I couldn't set it up so that my brothers could play with me. Because like you can't, that's not how that works. Memories. All right. Now for this last one, I think I am just going to take this color here and I'm going to darken it a bit. And we're just going to do that. Minecraft was another one of those games that like as a kid, I definitely got really into Minecraft, but it was never really for the survival aspect of it. When I was really young and I played Minecraft Bedrock Edition on my parents' like BlackBerry tablet, I was afraid to go into mines. Like anywhere underneath the ground, I was terrified of. It took me weeks to get my first bit of silk to get a bow, because like anytime I saw a spider, I would run away. It was like, looking back on it, it's pretty funny because I never got iron in the game as a kid. Same thing with Don't Starve, actually. I never went into the caves because I found them too scary. But I felt like the rest of the game I was fine with. I could grind for days at like the entirety of Don't Starve, except for the caves. The caves was a no-go. In an online Minecraft server, take it. Wow. Oh shit. Holy shit. That reminds me. So, yeah, no, I did that as well. My brothers, I have a lot of brothers, and a number of those brothers were really into Minecraft. So, like, we would do the same thing. We'd go into Minecraft factions, and we'd, like, amongst other things, we would do our best to get into other people's groups, and I think we'd, like, take all their shit. Well, we wouldn't take all their shit, but we'd take a bunch of their shit and then do our own thing. So it'd be like, hey, can I be a part of your group? Yeah, sure. Okay, thanks. And I'd take a bunch of their shit and then leave. And then, like, dig a hole somewhere, stick it in there, and be afraid to go outside and use it. Because I was a little bit of a baby. But my siblings got really into that. Yeah. Man, the things that kids would do, like, without really even thinking about it as being bad in any way, just kind of being like, oh yeah, no, this is a thing I'm gonna do now. And then they just steal all of another person's shit. But yeah, no, I remember that. Jeez. Thinking back to it, like, I'm trying to think, because there was factions. Some of my brothers got, like, really deep into Skyblock servers and stuff. Yeah. Honestly, if Minecraft Bed Wars was a thing when I was young, man, would I be grinding the shit out of that. Because, like, that Minecraft Bed Wars is a step up from a lot of the what do you call it? A lot of the game modes you had. Except, wasn't there was one. There was one that was, interestingly, I seem to remember there being a game mode in a lot of the old, like, Minecraft servers, like Hypixel and shit, where you spawned on different ends of, like, you spawned on different islands, and each person would have the chance to go mining in the island and find a bunch of shit. It was effectively Bed Wars with one life. That I remember. Yeah, I remember. I remember that one. I sucked at it so much. But watching my brothers play that shit was peak. Watching my older brothers, like, decimate others in that was, I had the time of my life. Alright, so let's not make this too close in here. We'll give this a fair amount of space here. Actually, first, before that, I'm gonna go over that with an opacity of 30. Do that. Grab this. We're gonna just fill this in, make it a little bit darker as the background of the speakers. You were a base dweller who built in the bed as good as possible. Yeah, no. Oh man. Yeah, whenever I'd play those games, I always sat in the base and did stuff there. Probably had something to do with just the fact that I preferred to do the base building over the PvP stuff. But in like factions, I was always the one like making bases and shit. I should check out those Minecraft game modes at some point. I feel like I don't know if they're around. I guess yeah, Minecraft's probably still insanely popular, isn't it? So they're probably around. Maybe one day I'll go and do a little bit of the Minecraft gaming on stream. I'll have to grab Biz. Could also just, if we end up having enough people in the chat, of course, could end up doing some proper, like, private lobbies and stuff like that. Because that's definitely one of the big issues with online multiplayer games in streaming. When I played the finals yesterday, I ran into a couple of dickheads, a couple of trolls on stream, and I was just hoping that they wouldn't, you know, say something fucked up. But then they got kicked for cheating, so. Having the time of your life playing paintball. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Those, honestly, there's a lot of games like that. Roblox is another one. A friend showed me Roblox a while ago. Or didn't, like, show me. I knew about Roblox. But, they showed me the good games on it. The good parts of Roblox. And it's honestly pretty cool. A lot of the games that they have there. So I'd consider doing that as well. All right, hold on. Make the TV. We're gonna make it taller, and then maybe shrink it a bit. Your pride is preventing you from making an account. Yeah, it took quite a bit of yeah, it took quite a bit of convincing for my friends to actually get me onto Roblox. But, you know, trust me, some of the games are good. Actually, I think it took me like 3 times of trying to make an account to actually want to do Roblox. Because they'd be like, oh, yeah, no, just make a Roblox account. And then I'd go online, and I'd click, okay, make an account in Roblox. And it'd be like, download Roblox. And I'm here thinking, why the hell am I downloading Roblox? I thought it was a browser thing. And then I'd say, nope, bullshit, and then I'd leave. So it took me a while to actually play the game. But, you know, in some cases, it's worth it. Sounds about right. Yep. All right. So we've got this. Oh, yeah, of course. I need to... so I'm going to merge that there. And then I'm going to go to the line art. Or maybe I'll make another layer. Speaker lines. Like so. And we're just going to go through and make a bunch of lines for the speaker. I know, crazy. Yeah, let's line that up there. Man, I don't know why. Well, yeah, no, actually, normally when I say I don't know why, I am very quick to correct myself and be like, yeah, I know exactly why. But in this circumstance, I'm wrong. I have no idea why I really am craving a hamburger right now. I normally don't like hamburgers very much. Last hamburger I got looked like a sad, and I'm talking fast food. Homemade hamburgers are awesome, but I'm craving a fast food burger right now. Normally, the last fast food burger I got was a fucking double quarter pounder from McDonald's. And that shit, it was meat disc, cheese plastic thing, some pickles maybe, and then buns. It was put together so sloppily. And when I ate it, it was like, yep, this tastes like barely anything but onions and pickles. The onion, somehow they managed to make the onions no, not I just had burger and fries. I was there with my brother. He has an interesting order. 4 quarter pounder patties. He's doing a thing called carnivore, which is, I think unhealthy, but to him, him does him. But the onions, which normally onions, they're supposed to be punchy, you take a bite of an onion, it's sweet, it's a little bit bitter, it's got a very distinct flavor. I bite into the sandwich, which has a layer of onions, and they just taste like barely anything. They taste like nothingness. I don't know how they managed to do it. Either way, to end off my dissing of McDonald's, shit's shit, but right now I am really craving a burger from either them or some other irreputable burger place. I might have to order one. But first, let's do this. I don't know if you're saying wild to the onions or to the diet. Because the diet, I mean, both the onions and the diet are pretty... onions, meh. Diet, wild. So many of my family members have weird-ass diets. I am a bit of a stick in the mud when it comes to the food I eat. Because my philosophy on it is, why should I limit the food I put into my body now when I'm young, when I know for sure when I'm older I'm going to be eating mashed potatoes and yogurt all day? Olive oil diet. So, something that many people hear me say and get angry at me for, I hate the taste of olive oil. It's gross. I hate the taste of olive oil. There's something about it that's just so gross. If I did go keto, do I even taste it when... Yeah, actually. I've tried olive oil in a lot of things. I've olive oil in cooking, just as a base for cooking, as an oil for cooking. Oil-based mayo, disgusting. Foul, gross. Olive oil, what other things have I tried? Because I've tried a number of things that are just very olive oil heavy, and I dislike most, if not all of them. On the flip side of that, sesame oil is fucking delicious. I could take shots of sesame oil. I don't know. Let me see if sesame oil is allowed in keto. Is sesame oil allowed for keto diets? Yes. Okay, yeah, so I would be chugging oil. It would just be sesame oil, which is incredibly expensive. Then again, olive oil also is pretty expensive. But you know, if you don't get what I mean when I say sesame oil is delicious, what isn't expensive? Yeah, that's true. Especially here. Well, I mean, everywhere, actually. The U.S. has been doing a good job of making us pay more. But, I digress. What am I trying to say? Oh, yeah. Sesame oil. It's the shit that makes a lot of, like, you know, sushi? The shit they put on the rice to make it taste good. I am somebody who doesn't care for rice that much. Like, it's okay. It doesn't taste like much at all, and its texture is easy to choke on. But when you put sesame oil on that shit, it's delectable. I love it. I don't know how it works, but I need more sesame oil in my life. I love this very one-sided conversation about oil. It's a very useful use of my time. All right. Let's just finish this off before we go for the break. And while on the break, I will probably go snag some... Okay. You know what? You are in Europe, presumably. So you, presumably, have the better fast food chains. Or not fast food chains, but better food from the fast food chains. Because that's all I hear. That's like, anybody goes to a European country and they're like, yeah, the McDonald's is awesome, the chocolate is awesome, like everything is better there. Like their water is sweeter, their women are hotter. like they go through the list of things that are better. So I want to know, if you eat a lot of fast food, which one is the best? Haven't been across the... Yeah. I mean, fair enough. Neither have I. I'll have to go sometime, but I tend to stay indoors. But I want to know, which of the places across the pond is actually good? Because, I mean, to limit it, I'm saying burgers. It's got to be a burger place. I'd expect them to do burgers well in Germany. Do we take price into consideration? It's got to be fast food. So you gotta... The price doesn't really matter, but the food, it has to have, like, at least some of the stores have to have a drive-thru. Because otherwise, I'd say the local pub. The local pub makes delicious food, but that ain't McDonald's. And also, that shit's expensive. Big chains? Yep. I'm talking the kind of stuff you go to because you can't think... you can't give more of a shit to, like, make yourself healthy. So you go to the nearest place and just order the biggest heart stopper they have available. Better? Yeah, there we go. All right, so there's that. Now let's see. If I make it lower opacity, what does that look like from afar? Okay, that... When it's completely thick, no, that looks kind of meh. You do have McDonald's, Burger King, KFC. Well, they aren't as extreme in comparison to what you've... in the US, I wouldn't know. Up here, you have those places everywhere. Legitimately everywhere. Up here, you go down a highway, you're gonna see a McDonald's, not as many Burger Kings, at least that I've seen. But you're gonna see McDonald's, Tim Hortons, KFC, like all that stuff. We love our Tim Hortons. Their food is dog shit, but their donuts are great. All right. So TV is McDone, sort of. Now, when I hit save, something real funky is gonna happen on stream. Let's see if it happens. It might take a second. You don't have Tim Hortons, Olive Garden, or Walmart. We have Walmart. I've never been to an Olive Garden. I don't know if we have them. Is the thing gonna do it? Maybe I gotta reload it. Hold on. Let's see. It ain't doing it. Hmm? Is it gonna be like this? No? Okay. Why ain't it updating? It's supposed to be updating. Let's see. Oh, okay, hold on. We're getting there. It's updated in my files. Oh, what is, whoa. That, interesting. It's still not showing up, though. Big chains are a bit sad in size often. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, like I said, double quarter pounder from McDonald's, you'd expect that's half a pound of meat. It feels tiny. Then again, I'm a huge giant man, but it still feels tiny. Let's see. Does this update it? Oh, I see. I had it all wrong. I gotta save it as the PNG. And now... There it is. Oh. Whoops. Well, that's it thus far. Let me just save that over itself real quick. Flashbang. All right. So there we have it as is. I'm going to give it its white outline. So let me just duplicate that. And we're going to bring it down to like there. And we're going to go white outline. And then I'm going to take the fill bucket and I'm going to make it grow by 9 pixels. And then I'm going to bring it down to the white. I just burped halfway through that. It's a little thick on the white outline. Thinner. That's too thin. Does that work? I think it works. Yeah, that looks to work. Don't have these infamous Heartstopper burgers. We do, actually. Not from, like, big chain restaurants. However, there is a restaurant that we have downtown called La Belle et la Boeuf, or Beauty and the Beef. And they have some fucked up creations. They have some foul things that you can put in your body. Like, truly, I don't really know how to describe it, because it's just, like, it's... the food is terrifying, to say the least. My brother described, because apparently, for some stupid-ass reason, he decided to have one of these. It's a challenge, and challenge it is, to eat a burger within a time limit that, according to him, had, like, meat, onions, you got lettuce and all that crap, you got peanut butter, you got Kit Kats, you got other shit, just mashed into a burger that you're supposed to eat. And then they put your, like, a picture of you on the wall or something. It's like, I don't know who goes out and does that, except I do. My brother does. By the way, same brother who's on the carnivore diet. Which is crazy, now that I think about it. He wasn't on the diet at the same time as he did this. However, I would fully expect him to do it anyways. Sweet all along, with sweets and sweet. Man. Yeah, no, I mean, some places, they thrive off of that. The draw of making and providing shitty burgers to the masses. I don't know why this is it, oh, the spread. I see. So let's up the spread a bunch. Does that do it? Can it do it gooder? There we are. That's better. Okay. So TV is now there. Okay, it depends. Because for me, partner and his brother seemed really determined to try the challenge. My biggest hater. Die, my biggest hater. Seemed really determined to try the challenge next time. If the challenge is like a lot of food, then I'd be down. I'm a lot of man. I can put a lot of food in me given the need for a challenge. However, if the challenge is to eat something disgusting, then no. No, that, like, why would I go to a restaurant to eat something that will make me fucking hurl later? That's an awful idea. 0 out of 10. Get better at ideas. Alright, hold on. Just a lot of intense food. Yeah, I could maybe do that, as long as the food tastes good. One of the things, like, there are a lot of places that their whole draw is being able to provide you with a shit ton of food. And a lot of those places are really good. A lot of those places suck. Try you a car. Okay, so we're gonna it's gonna be this is where the driver sits. This is the driver's seat, you see. And then 1 wheel, 2 wheel, 3 wheels, and 4 wheels like that. And it's gonna be attached with like twigs, like that. This one's gonna go forwards a bit because that's attached to the driving wheel. And then, yep. And there, it's got a headlight. It's gonna have 1 big headlight. How do you like your car? From 1 to 10, rate it. Give me an answer. Is you're beyond satisfied? Awesome. I'm gonna destroy it. Welcome to Deltarune. The wheels on the left have big conjoined water drop hanging. Wait, what? What do you mean? The wheels? Oh, I see. They both have the same little droplet. That's part of the design. Anyways, fucking die. Actually, I should probably erase it with a proper eraser. I don't want there to be leftovers of it. But I'm not gonna dox myself with. You wanted to draw. You wanted me to draw it. Huh? I don't get what you're asking of me. The wheels on the left have a big conjoined water drop hanging. What does that mean though? The wheels on the left. These are the wheels on the left. Truck nuts? Truck nuts. Can make truck nuts. I don't think this is allowed on Twitch. Okay. I need to move up. A water drop hanging from the wheels. Like, are you also trying to make a dick joke? Pee-pee joke? Pee-pee poo-poo? Of course. I shouldn't have thought better. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. A lot of the not fast food places, but all you can eat places around here at least, you can eat a lot of food. They have a lot of food to give you. The food they give you is shit. And it's like, I'm a massive critique of food. I'm a bit of a gourmand. So I like my food. But you know, when I ask for a well done steak and you hand me something that is completely red on the inside 7 times in a row, I stop thinking of your establishment as very good. Like, yeah. I'm round and can kill. I mean, I don't think you understand the true, like, size of me. If I decided to curl up into a ball and launch myself at people, I feel like I would have felonies on my hand. Like, I feel like I might become Sonic with a little more destructive power. But, yeah, no. What am I saying? What am I doing? What's happening? Where am I? Entertaining stream. Rolling around? What do you mean? What does that mean? Oh, yeah, cool stream idea. You could roll around a bunch, like, around, just, like, knock into people. Kill them. Alright, let's see. I don't like how the TV seems to be overlapping the side of the shelf. Like, I could do either the TV is over here and it's, like, really overlapping, or I can make it real small. How does this look? Let's see. That kind of looks better. Okay, what do you guys think? I'm pretty sure the other guys who showed up are already gone. Yep. Biz and Holden are both gone immediately. But yeah. Rolling into people and collecting felonies as collectibles. Could. I could. Like, which one is better? Should I have it, like, hanging out past this, this, like, brace bar thing here? Or should I make it small enough that it fits in here? I'm also just going to quickly look at it on my screen fully. Because that looks alright. The white border on the bottom is putting you off. Interesting. I was wondering about that, because I don't know, there's something about I could take a look at this. Wait, hold on. We're once again, I do this all the time, like 20 minutes over schedule for taking a break. So we're gonna quickly take a break. I will see you in a few minutes. Hold on a second, I need to do something. right. Hello, hello. I do believe that the advertisements should be gone now. So let's see here real quick. The white border on the bottom. I could try something out. Just like chop out the white after it meets the bottom there. And then if I save it... Wait, hold on. Don't want to do it like that. If I save it like so, how does that change how it looks? Is that better? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if it's better or not. Maybe, I guess, if I shade it a little bit, huh? Like, let's see. TV shading. Because it does currently have 0 actual proper shading. So we're just gonna go like so. Gonna give it a little bit of shadow there, bunch of shadow back here. Can give it some shadow around here. This is some very cursory shading. I don't really need it to be like high quality. Let's see. Yeah, we have this. This is one of the tracks that I've heard a lot of, even while taking breaks from listening to music all the time. Because I really like it. Okay, let's try that. If I save it as Sasu. Is that better? I'm not sure. I think I might have to stew on it a bit, just to see. However, in the meanwhile, let me just see over here. So, yeah, so there's a little bit of incorrect overlapping there. So what I've got to do now, actually no, I don't do that. I'm gonna open the bottom section of this shelf. Oh yeah, I should probably save this as a Krita file as well. Save as Krita document. Save. There we go. And now over here, we are going to just take this. That's the screen, like, color. Oh, I can just... I didn't realize that I did this. This is just its own little box. That's pretty good. It's pretty helpful. Let's see if that fixes it. If I just save as a PNG here. How's that look now? Still visible. Not ideal. Okay, well. Nope, not what I wanted to do. Let's just scoot this up like a fair amount. Because sadly enough, this is pretty integral to the way that the shelf works. Oh, now it's showing too much on the bottom. Okay, well, in order to fix that, I'm just gonna do that. So now when I look at it, and I take off the front layer, yeah, that's good. That works. All right. So now I can save that as the Krita file. And we can swap back. Let's see. What kind of files do I have to work with here? Oh, man. Okay. I created like 3 new Krita files for some reason. I just need one. Oh, man. I think I fucked up. Let's see. Okay. I didn't? Maybe? Why is there a .png.png? What's the .png.png for? That's not, like, why did that get made? Okay. It's good. We're good. Let's see. Okay, so now I can test out the notifications. So let's take a look-see. How about Twitch alerts? Do that. Now let's see. Where are the alerts? There's the alerts. How does that work? Is that working? Yeah, I gotta open it up on my other monitor just to see. It's a little too thick here. Problem is I have I have 2 different alerts. That one works. This one, I think... let's see. So how does this work? Oh, okay. That might have fixed it. Let's see. Yeah, okay. That works. Huh. Alright, well, TV's done. We did the TV. Now, It is just going to be a matter of coming up with new shit. It's already 7, actually. I think maybe I'll call it, actually. Yeah, I think I have to call it because I have homework. Yippee! That I completely forgot about until, like, just now. Ugh. Yeah. I think I should probably end stream here. So, yeah, thank you to everybody for watching and Tommy for dropping in. VOD viewers, of course, even though I don't think there's many VOD viewers for my art streams. But, yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.